My nickname was Love Dove. He had many nicknames for me. He could be the kindest, sweetest, so vulnerable at times. But he was the meanest and the cruelest person I know. It seemed like my nickname was Love Dove. And then, you're so fucking stupid. I am a survivor. The verbal abuse was just relentless. I got called so many names. That time in my life, my self-esteem was so low. My relationship with my family was not good. I felt alone. I had just finished my undergraduate degree and, it should have been a happy time in my life, right? But it wasn't. It was post 9/11 and finding a job was not as easy for other graduates from just years before. So many jobs left New York. So many companies were restructuring. Everybody's big thing was security. And I was in advertising and marketing. That wasn't the top of people's priorities. And it was a little difficult. And I became like sad because I graduated with honors and had managed so much while I was in school. And I was at this point now where everything wasn't where I wanted to be, but it was looking up and up. I was working with this really good fashion company, and they dealt a lot with like Pima cotton and textiles and work with brands like Armani Exchange. And I was helping with product development and production, and everything seemed like it was up and up and going well. And he just like came and just messed stuff up for me. Before I got pregnant, the relationship was really good. It wasn't the best in the world, but it was pretty damn good. And then after I got pregnant, it was just really crazy. He wanted the baby. We planned to have a baby. We got pregnant on purpose. We both wanted to have families of our own because we both felt like we didn't have strong family units. So we were going to be each other's family. Us against the world. That was our thing. Us against the world. But he was drinking more, a lot more. Always needed money. I thought maybe he was using drugs. Wasn't sure, but just had a feeling. Things didn't seem right. And so the comments and the words and the verbal attacks came. And his paranoia increased. I was always cheating or doing something. He was worried about him and his baby. Like he knew he was going to have a son, him and his son. What's going on with his son? What was I doing? And it seemed like everything I did was wrong. And so I heard, "You're so fucking stupid," often. But the thing is, I felt like I was so fucking stupid. So him vocalizing it was just like, let me back up a little bit. Because people go, what? Okay, so I didn't have the best upbringing. And there's no disrespect to my family. I have a good relationship with my mother now. In the last 4 or 5 years since my grandmother passed. But growing up, it was hard. And she was very abusive, especially verbally abusive. And so when I moved out of her home, I could hear her in my head. And I was constantly fighting against that, fighting against her words. Like, you never gonna be nothing. You gonna end up just like your aunt. You gonna be homeless on the street. You gonna be some crackhead. Nobody like you. As soon as somebody gets to know you, they gonna realize they don't like you. That's why you don't have no friends. You gonna have nobody. Like, just all the time, just nasty and rude and mean and so hateful. So I heard it in my head. So part of me, it was a little welcoming that I can hear it from somebody out their mouth instead of in my head, because at least I could fight it. I could fight against his words. When it was in my head, I couldn't fight against the words in my head. Like, shut up, stop it. Like, come on now. That's hard. But when he was saying it to me, you so fucking stupid. It was like, nah, dude. No, I'm not. You the high school dropout. I just got my bachelor's degree with honors. I've been working since I was 12 in offices. What are you talking about? How am I stupid? But even though I thought I was fighting against it and defending myself, I didn't know that what I was doing is I was letting it seep in, because I started feeling fucking stupid. I felt like I had to prove that I wasn't no whore. I mean, I've been celibate a lot in my life, especially as an adult after I had my kids. Like, I gotta prove to somebody I'm some virgin and I'm pure. I got kids, I mean, out of wedlock. But I would do extremes just because I felt like I had to prove that I was good, I was honest, I was pure, I was this person. I just let him get all in my head.